Yo, what's good? What's good? How are you doing? Hope you're doing all right. This is just one of those talking videos again. Back on here, hoodied up in the dark room, in my element, I guess. But as y'all know, I'm full time now. Let's get straight into it. Straight into it. Pressure cord. No agenda. We just going with the flow. As y'all know though, I'm full time. Full time day trader. Trade forex. And this has been definitely an experience, something that for a long time, I've highly desired to be in this position. And now being in it, it's something. It's something. It definitely has its highs, it has its lows, its pros, and its cons. And it's just interesting when for so long you highly anticipate something and you only look at the pros of a certain situation. Where a few months ago I was working as a dental assistant, and working there I was committing hours like waking up at 5 in the morning and I'm getting off at around 4:30 on average. I didn't really have any time to dedicate towards trading unless I the time I got off. But you got to sleep at some point. There would be periods where I go to sleep 4 or 5 hours a week or 4 5 hours in a day because I'm trying to trade while also trying to post content. But I knew that long term this wasn't a feasible predicament to be in, especially if I wanted to be a full-time trader, especially if I wanted to be the best trader that I could be. So therefore, here we go. Here I am. Started going full-time last month. And like I said, it's been an experience. I've definitely had my high days where, I've made $400 here on my personal. Let's talk personal because I don't have the funding yet. $400 here. My biggest day on my personal account, 600 here. So 400 on average, I make like around 400, 500, 400, 500, 600 here, 300 here, 200 here, 250 here. You know what I'm saying? Like steady, slight, nothing crazy money coming in. Just okay here, okay here, okay here. Nothing too crazy. We're just making consistent profits, which is all that matters. But it has its lows. And the lows come in where I'll say this, and I'll keep it very, very, very blunt with you guys. I feel like a bum. I say that pretty often. And I try my best not to internalize that thought in the sense of I believe that I'm truly a bum. Or I'm looking at myself in the mirror and I'm like, yeah, I'm definitely a bum. But no, it's more so like I feel sometimes I can feel like a bum on certain days. Like today, I didn't trade today. Certain days like today, I woke up late. Well, technically I woke up at 6, but when I got on to my desk, I fell asleep. So poor sleeping habits, which is another con. I thought that my sleeping patterns would be slightly better because I don't have a job that interferes with trading, but it's honestly worse. Then you also have to factor in, and I guess this is self-inflicted, but the environment I'm in. Just to give y'all some context, last week I didn't leave my house the entire week. And it took my brother to be like, bro, let's go to the gym. My brother and my cousin, let's go to the gym. Me, I'm like, nah, bro, I'm good. I'm gonna just sit back. Nah, let's go. Ended up going to the gym. And then that realization as we were driving there hit me. I'm like, wait, I haven't left the house the entire week, which is crazy. And I look at that almost like a pro and a con because I'm so locked in to the point where I don't even realize that I haven't left the house. I'm so locked in that I'm doing the things that I'm supposed to do. It's not like I'm here, I'm just at the house, but I'm at the house for a reason. But those cons do come in as well. Being at the house, being trapped in my space, my mom calls it my hole. Like, get out the hole. You're in the hole, you're in your hole, get out. But being inside this hole, sometimes there can be some days where you get some dark thoughts. You get some pretty dark thoughts. I won't lie, especially last week and a little bit this week, where you question, what are you doing? Like, you're wasting your time. Like, just seeds of thoughts just run through your head out of nowhere. It could be out of nowhere, where like everything you're doing is wasteful. You're not doing anything productive right now. Like, your parents are working. And this kind of ties into another reason why I feel like a bum, but it's the days where I don't trade, days where I wake up late, days that I don't work out. I haven't worked out this week. Days where I don't read. I haven't read this week. It's days like that where I question, what the hell am I doing? And what did I do throughout my day? I have the entire 24 hours. I have access to this entire 24 hours to be as productive as I can. And when I have days where I don't read, where I don't work out, where I don't catch any trades, it's like, what am I doing this for? You're wasting your time. You're not being productive. Your parents are working as we speak. You're at the house, 22-year-old, fully capable of working, and you're here. That's kind of the rationale behind that. And it definitely triggers those negative thoughts sometimes. I won't lie. And those are just some of the cons that come with it. But I couldn't have asked for a better situation. I'm 22, my parents' home, not paying any rent currently, and I'm just grinding as much as I can. And grinding in terms of what I mentioned, trading, building my accounts, funded accounts, as well as my personal account. As of right now, I brought my account. I started with 8K in my account, and it's fluctuated based on losses, based on me withdrawing it. But it started off at 8K. I brought it to 9K. Then it went back to 8K. Now it's currently at 9.2K, fluctuating. I'm currently trying to accumulate as many funded accounts as I can, and that will allow me to trade larger position sizes. That will then allow me to rake in a lot more money. You can look at my P&L. I made 11,000 basically within this period of being full time. 11,000. But it consists of that. It consists of working out every day as much as I can. It consists of looking at webinars. I was just looking at a webinar. It consists of pushing content as much as possible, the reels, just pushing as much as I can and trying to be strategic with how I do it and thinking about how could I do this long term and what is my intention behind posting content. I've also been teaching. This is something I've been doing for the first time. I've been teaching like 2 or 3 people so far, learning or teaching them and helping them learn what Forex is and try to build a strategy based off where they are right now and based off their schedule, which has brought me a sense of purpose. I won't lie. But it's all of these things wrapped up into what defines my job, right? And so when I have those days that, reading as well. So education, reading, that's a huge proponent of what my job entails. So when I don't fulfill on some of these tasks throughout the day, I generally do feel like a bum, because if I were to have a job and my job is, let's say I'm supposed to clean the restaurant. Simple. You're supposed to sweep the floor, you're supposed to mop the floor, you're supposed to clean the tables, the basics. Let's include dishwashing in it. You're supposed to do all this stuff, right? Let's say I don't sweep. Let's say I don't do the dishes. Dishes just piling up, dishes all over the counter, dishes all in the sink, dirty as hell. You see roaches in the corner, you see crumbs all over the corner. It's like you didn't fulfill what you were supposed to do. And in response to that, you feel like you kind of question, am I the right person for the job? Now, of course, there's different reasons as to why you may not be doing it. But for me, some days, quite honestly, I feel exhausted, like exhausted beyond what I could ever imagine. I woke up, like I said, this morning at 6, sat here at my desk. I'm ready, locked and loaded, ready for trades. I fell asleep. Woke up at 11. What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? I haven't read today yet. I haven't worked out today yet. What are you doing? What are you doing? So what's the purpose of this video? I don't know. Just give y'all the reality of what my job entails and how my progression has been. I have certain goals that I aspire to have within the next few months. I plan on moving out of here really pretty soon. I've been planning on moving out, trying to shop and look at different apartments, stuff like that. Because I think that's the first step of a new journey in itself. It's just getting your own spot. So that's the next step, as well as accumulating funds that will allow me to rake in a lot more money than what I'm raking in right now. I'm gonna touch up on this. This is probably gonna be the last thing I touch up on. But for those out there that are looking at the goal, are so goal oriented, and sometimes I catch myself being very attached to the goal. Goals such as this 100K funded that I'm this close to getting, such as having that physique that I highly desired, such as, I guess making a lot of money. Who doesn't? Such as being highly intellectual and being a very proficient speaker whenever I have to give a speech, whenever I come on this YouTube, whenever I have to teach other people. Other things, just being highly knowledgeable. Why not? And have a specialized knowledge. Being the best trader that I can be. Just multiple goals and multiple things in how I envision myself. I always talk about the 2.0 version of myself, best version of myself. That's always what I'm looking at, and that's who I aspire to be. But within this process, within this experience, it's been a process, and the luxury, I would say, and something that I have learned to do, is let go of the goals. Truly, let go of the goals. Let go of it. For example, this funded account, I'm surprised. I surprised myself about this, is that I forget almost that I'm trying to accumulate a $100,000 funded account some days, because I'm so focused on the process of getting there. I just completely forget about it. I have no emotional ties to it. I'm not forcing trades. I'm not being greedy. I'm just waiting for the opportunity. Guys, I'm on stage 2, right? With stage 2, you had to make $5,000 or 5% of 100,000. I'm already up 3,000, which means I have to make $2,000. I have to make $2,000, and this funded account is mine. $2,000. But I don't even want to gas myself up. It does take a level of discipline, but I'm just focused on the process. I'm not thinking about the end goal. I'm not. My mindset has adjusted. It's shifted from now thinking months, rather than thinking days and weeks in advance. I'm thinking months. I'm thinking, what can I do in 3 months? What can I look like in 6 months? And not so much what can I look like and who can I be, but what will my habits look like in 3 months, in 3 months and 6 months? What can those habits look like? What is my consistency looking like in 3 months? Right? I'm not looking at how intellectually sound can I sound like. How much of a great day trader and how much money can I accumulate in 3 months? It's more so how many fundeds could I be trying to accumulate at that time? You know, it's just breaking it down. And in breaking those goals down, those fragments become your new goal. For example, instead of, let's say for working out, instead of saying, can my body look like this in 3 months? Can my body look like this in 3 months? That's one approach. But another approach is, okay, if I were to break that down, and what does that really mean? What is my workout going to look like in 3 months? Am I still going to be consistently working out in 3 months? How many days am I going to be working out in 3 months? What does my diet look like in 3 months? You know, it's breaking the whole goal down in very small fragments to where those fragments are very, very, very much attainable and what should be focused on. Because in focusing on the fragments, which is my diet, my workout schedule, my workout in itself, then it completely eradicates the goal to where you one day look up and look at yourself in the mirror and be like, damn, that's me. That's me. Yeah, that's you, because you focus on the right thing. Where on the other hand, if you were to look at what does my body look like in 3 months, the only thing that's running through your head, and you can probably attest to this, is, bro, this workout didn't even do nothing. Bro, there's no point in even working out, bro. This junk lame, this junk trash, bro. All this dieting, bro. I'm doing all this for no reason. Like, what am I doing this for? Your expectations are too high. You're focused on the wrong thing. Just little bits that I've learned over time. Just sharing the knowledge with y'all. I'm not going to talk y'all head off. Just a little something. Little something. But I'll just be dropping stuff off as I'm going throughout this journey. And yeah, you don't have to listen to this whole thing. If I can inspire you, if I can give you just one little gem that can inspire you, that can help you elevate, hey, this video was worth it. Make sure to love yourself. Keep every day productive as possible. Do the best that you could do. And I'll catch y'all in the next video.